Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Arvis Fenster, your announcer, speaking to you from GAR in Garfield, Minnesota. Today we are observing the 150th anniversary of this village, and we are going to actually have an eye-to-eye witness view of the parade that's taking place in this beautiful little village. All of the merchants of this village have cooperated together in working out building of many beautiful floats and so forth. As we go along this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to describe to you the various floats, the businessmen or the people who are active in this community and are doing a fine job. At this time, we'll turn it back to the studios and pick up a little bit on some of the beautiful music that's being played right here in the village of Garfield today by this very fine orchestra that has come here to present this melody. Back with you, Irvin Fenster here with your play-by-play of the parade that's taking place in Garfield today. I have as a co-partner with you here, Irving Losted. Irving is going to work with me here describing this beautiful parade that's going to take place this afternoon. Irving, would you like to say hello to the people out there?
It's just a wonderful afternoon out here. The sun is shining so beautifully. That's right. It's just, I know some of the parade officials were wondering as to whether things would turn out, but it's just been really grand.
It turned out to be a wonderful day. I noticed the Highway Patrol and the Sheriff's Department are patrolling all the different roads around here. The roads are chock full of people. I notice we have young and old people. The sun is shining brightly, and the young and old people and people from out of state are here today, too, to enjoy the highlights of this parade.
I understand that they've been here already since before 4 o'clock this morning here.
Many people have been here very, very early. I noticed that the crowd began to come in here last night, and they've all been very enthusiastic. Some people actually brought their tents.
I see the first float is coming down now.
Yes.
The horse-drawn carriage here.
This is a beautiful float. This is presented by Gladys Olson. It's a WTCU float, a women's temperance float that she has down here, showing a drunk lying on the curb with a bottle of booze laying on his stomach. I noticed that the ladies of this group are very active in trying to promote temperance among all the people here.
I believe that these are the Budweiser horses that they got up
the
for.
Budweiser
the
horses
beer company provided it for the WCTU float.
Yes, Gladys had made arrangements with the Budweiser people to come down here at this time and participate in the parade. And these are beautiful horses. They're probably the biggest horses that I've ever seen. Gladys is actually riding on the back of one of the horses right now, and she's waving at the audience. Hi, Gladys.
Hi. How are you?
Hello there. How are you? Good to see you.
Gladys is doing a beautiful job out there this afternoon.
I noticed that they have this big, the float is actually the facsimile.
Ed McMahon is here, too.
Hello, Ed. Hi, Ed.
Ed is riding on also one of the Budweiser horses right behind Gladys. I didn't know he's going to be here. We can tell Ed because his nose is very red. He's been drinking a little bit of Budweiser. And the rest of them, of course, as this float depicts, are laying on the curb in a very drunken stupor. Very fine float put on by Gladys Olson. We thank you, Gladys.
In the form of a beer barrel. I noticed.
Yes,
that's right. They're against this stuff, but...
Very true.
I wonder what the next one's coming now. Let's see what the next float is here.
I believe this one here is by the Gamble Store. Yes, it is. This one here is provided by Mr. Edwin Brisky at the Gamble Store in Garfield.
He is called a Skater's Waltz float. I noticed that they've been selling a lot of skates there in the wintertime.
Yes, Skater's Waltz. Also, there is a big Coronado refrigerator, one of the older models, and Edwin is sitting on top of this refrigerator at this time, waving at the people. He also has some of his various other products. He has some tires, used tires, also are lying on this rack. And next
Sidonia is bringing. I know Sidonia is bringing lunch down.
Sidonia is coming down there.
Quite a few years. I believe they wanted to give us a real idea of how.
That's right. She's driving the Packard. You notice this?
Yes, I see.
A vintage Packard from 55?
50. See now, I just don't quite about that. Somewhere
yes,
54.
Beautiful car. This car, I understand, is for sale. It may be seen at the Gamble Store.
And now I see the next float is coming down here.
Thanks a lot, Ed.
See ya.
See ya, Ed.
Here comes a real snappy band. They're moving real fast. I believe it's the Erdal City Elderly Citizens Band.
This is put on by the Erdal Citizens Band, and this band actually is made up of the people that used to run the elevator over at Erdal.
That's correct.
You probably remember the.
And maybe we can just pick up a little music as they're going by here.
Fine, Urban. Here we are. You notice how this whole band is marching in unison. There's one man out of step, but his mother keeps saying that he is the only one in step. These are a very fine musician from Erdal, doing a wonderful job.
Moving down along the way now, I notice.
There they go. Yes. Urban, would you like to describe this next float that's coming?
Well, it's quite in the distance. I just have a difficult time seeing it
It's
yet.
put on by, I can see the name right now. This is put on by the Julius Linzer Bait Company.
The Julius Linzer Bait Company.
That's
yes,
right.
I see. I see they have it's actually an aquarium with all kind of fish.
That's right.
That are just going back and forth and really having a gay time, the way it seems.
Julius is actually sitting on a bow of a broken down boat, I believe, right now, and holding a night crawler.
And he believes he has a net in his left hand.
I believe Julius
it slipped over his head there. That's all the people are clapping about that, I know.
There's a sign on top there that says, Julius has worms. A little humor there.
Yes.
Julius is doing a fine job.
Yes,
raising night crawlers, worms, and
garden.
Yes.
Yes, sir. He even has a little dirt on his face, I noticed.
That's
yes,
right.
Sir.
Julius has done a fine job, provided the tourists of this community and of this area a great value in...
That was a wonderful float that Julius had.
It certainly was.
I see coming around the bend is another float here. This seems to be one that has a sort of a mysterious nature to it.
It certainly does. Let's see. What
could this be?
Here? Aha! It's the Lydia Kramer hairdresser's float. Hi, Lydia. Urban, can you say hello?
I noticed Herb is coming behind. You know,
Herb is
walking right behind.
Herb is right behind Lydia. She's holding,
and he's playing a flute. You notice?
Yes, he is. This is a talent that we never knew that Herb actually acquired. Lydia has a float made up of a normal chair with a woman sitting in there having her hair fixed.
And I see that there's wigs all around the float. She's hanging along the float.
Yes, she's giving this woman a cold wave at this time.
Yes, it's very chilly. They have also a refrigerator on this float, I noticed.
Lydia's done a nice job.
Very good, getting a cold wave.
Let's give Lydia a hand
out
there, folks.
Well, very fun.
Way to go, Lydia. Thanks a lot, Lydia. All right. Urban, would you like to describe the next float that's coming along?
Well, this one is a rather quiet one, I notice. Oh, it's an old-time buckboard. Isn't that just beautiful?
If it is, it's Herb Pato.
Herb Pato and his
Herb Pato has come down here with his buckboard, his three-wheeler trailer, and his one horse. Herb is waving to the audience right now.
And those are the...
Hi, Herb.
Just riding here.
Hi, Herb. Very good.
Herb
Herb is putting on a beautiful show here. Herb actually was a native of Erdal, doing a fine job out there driving his horse. Oops, I see that something just fell off behind that horse.
And there comes a little boy behind with his wagon. He's picking up any remains of the parade.
We try to keep this parade sanitary, and I know all the folks appreciate this, too. We don't want a lot of flies in the parade here. Thanks a lot, Herb. Way to go, boy. Now, what is this next float?
The next float, let's see, I think that's coming from the... let me see, is that the Unger Meat Market, or I can't... It looks like a big...
I'm sorry if I'm to correct you on this. Leo Unger has sold out.
He has sold out?
He sold out to Mr. Ed Pinky.
Ed Pinky.
Ed Pinky is shown here with the
Here comes the dancers from the local grade school now.
He has a string of wieners around his neck.
That's right. Look at them. They're all have wieners that are doing a Hawaiian hula with wingers around their neck.
Right, and they have bologna. Fresh sausages are laying about Ed Pinky. He's waving to the crowd at this time.
That's right. He certainly is.
With a bloody apron.
Yes, he is.
Yes. Very good, Ed. Keep up the good work up there. We like to see fresh hamburger every day of the week, Ed. Thanks. Let's give Ed a hand there at his meat market. He's doing a good job. And we have... What is this next one coming up, Urban? Describe this to the people in Radio Land.
Well, just listen.
It must be mysterious.
I believe it may be an Indian group coming.
Yes, it is. It's led by Harlan Johnson and his Indian relics.
His Indian relics.
Yes, he has a ceremonial stone that he is now displaying on a rack.
And there is a snake, I notice, on the back of the back of the float that is doing a sort of a snake dance.
This is true.
That's right.
He's displaying the various axes, ceremonial stones, arrowheads, and also he has a friend of his, an Indian, called Chief Rainwater in the Face.
And Rainwater, that is Rainwater, that is right behind Harlan there.
That's right. And then there is also a beautiful princess.
Yes, and she is very ethereal.
Very ethereal. She's doing a fine job. And we want to thank them for their float at this time, too. Oh, here comes a very pretty float.
Yes, and it's almost like a bird. It has the appearance of a flying bird.
This is lovely, ladies and gentlemen. If you could only see this.
This is from the Mobile Gas Company. The Mobile Gas Company that used to be at the Ed Brisky store is now bringing in this float here.
Right. It's a beautiful float.
It's made up of old oil cans in a disguise of an old Model T car.
Yes.
It's miraculous the way these people have put this thing together.
There's been a very much great deal of originality at this parade here in Garfield, Minnesota. You can see that
I'll tell you,
citizens.
I've gone to a lot of parades, Urban.
I've been to a lot of parades in my day, Monty.
I've never come across a parade of this
What a
magnitude.
beautiful can.
On a beautiful day.
That's right.
A beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, these old cans, some old STP cans, Valvoline.
Yeah.
We also have Trop Arty cans. We have some old worn-out tires and inner tubes. There's also grease.
It's a very serene picture.
On the
It's a
face
very
of the
serene
mechanic.
picture. We can see that very much.
Certainly is. I've never seen anything like it before. I'm actually touched.
In fact, I hope I
I'm
never
touched.
see anything like it again.
Have you been touched by this?
I was touched one time. And
I
boy,
was-
did I slap her.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does get on your nerves. See, there's another float coming down here. And which one is this here? This is made of the young people in town, isn't it? It's made up by the young people in town. I'm going to ask one of the young people here in town if he enjoyed working on this float. Young people, did you enjoy working on the float?
Yes.
Yes, this boy did, and I can tell that he's put a great deal of time on it. What does this float describe? Let's let this boy, in his own words,
Well, tell us what this float is
tell
all
us what
about.
this float is about.
It's about a bicycle.
It's about a bicycle, and you know this is a topic that's close to everyone's heart, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me about this bicycle, young man.
Well, the wheels really do go around.
The wheels are going
What's
around.
that decoration?
What is the decoration on the wheels?
What's it made out of? What's it made out of?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah, I know
Now,
it's running all over.
Yes, it's running all over. Thank you very much, son.
made out of
You've done
rainbow ice cream.
He's done a beautiful job.
Yes, he has. I think he deserves
Let's
a
give
hand.
those people a hand. Way to go, there, young fella. Really beautiful job. All right. We're getting down here towards the end of the parade, although I can see
There's a Red River wagon.
there's a Red River wagon coming
Yeah,
down.
Red River wagon is coming
This
down.
is, I believe this is put on by the Garfield Farmers Elevator, isn't
I
it?
believe it is, and I think they're carrying a load of grain. I believe a load of
A
corn.
load of grain and also
Right, and
some
they-
imitation fertilizer.
That's right, and they
Yes.
have, and they
And
have.
this is put on by Harold Podratz.
That's right, and the Queen candidate is sitting right in the middle of the
Yes.
pile of corn there.
That's right. And there she comes. She is beautiful.
Yes,
I have
she is.
seen a lot of queens in my day, but this person here has outstanding qualities. She does have a tooth missing in front, but
Yes.
but you know you can't expect everything in a small town. Can
Well,
you?
that's right.
Can you, Evan?
No,
Really?
you can't, Monty. I tell you what, Queen
I-
corn.
Queen
It's
of-
just Queen corn is just very difficult to find one that it's
True,
that
and
will
of course,
fit
if you know
that
a queen,
yellow pale.
a queen who has been eating fresh corn on the cob has sometimes got a tooth missing.
That's
because
right.
You can get in there more. You can
And-
take that corn out
that's
easier
right,
and
and-
do a better job.
So the Garfield elevator
Just a
has
second. There comes Harold.
My name is Harold. I want to thank you very much for interviewing us here and showing our float.
That's okay, Harold. It's really been nice having you. Let's give Harold a hand.
Okay.
Way to go, Harold. This elevator's done a good business. They've taken in over $10,000 this year in profit.
$10,000.
$10,000
That's
in
been
profit.
very, very good
Farmers
for the
have been
community.
very happy.
They can build out into the street
Bob, I'm
more.
sorry to interrupt.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Here
Pardon
comes
me.
another float. This
Okay.
was put on by the Garfield Co-op Creamery.
The creamery.
And
Yeah.
there's D.C. Rubink.
I see
The
it has
manager- the
It
manager of
has.
this creamery.
Is this the one that? Yes, it does. I believe it has a big box of margarine on the front.
A big box of... No, excuse me, Bob. I believe you're wrong there, Urban. This here is actually a pound of fresh country grade A butter.
It's butter. I see. Excuse me. Well, I've been from the city and I haven't been around
Right.
lately, and
I see that he's
This
holding
over
the
in my
butter.
part.
He's holding the
Yeah,
butter.
don't throw that butter at me.
Careful with that butter.
No, don't throw it down.
But he just threw a pound of butter over here. He meant
Sorry,
this
well,
as
I
a
just-
gesture of good-heartedness.
That's
I know
right.
that.
I'm sorry, Adele. I just didn't mean to.
And there's Norman Dittburner standing alongside of
Well,
Bill. right
Norm,
now.
he has his brand new '49 model car.
There he is. Hi, Norman.
Hi, Norm.
Hi, Norm. Hi, Norm. Hi there. Yes, sir. There goes Norm and Dell. They're doing a fine job here. We want to thank them for this float that they put on. It's in the shape of a creamery with a butter truck running closely behind. We also see Vern Noakes sitting near the bulk tank.
And setting up quite high in the
Yes.
truck there, and
There's
driving
Clarence
his
Stark.
own.
There's Clarence Stark also next to him. And there comes Edith
And
Loftus.
those men can really handle a truck.
I'll tell you, I'm seeing
there's
something.
anybody-
Excuse me, Bob. I'm seeing. They can have
Irvin, her name.
Irvin?
Yeah.
Irvin, I'm sorry.
Yes,
There's
sir.
one thing that I have never seen before is Edith Loftus in a bikini.
Oh my!
You notice her-
Well,
you
I'll
notice
tell you what,
Edith
where I
doing a
can't tell where
beautiful
she
job.
starts and where the bikini ends.
Yes, Edith.
Yeah.
We want to give you a lot of credit for showing your
Yes,
body off.
That's right. Yes,
A real creamery-fed body.
that's right. Everybody needs milk, and
Thank
that's
you, Edith.
very
I thank
evident.
you very much, too.
Yes, thanks, Edith, ever so much. Let's give Edith a hand.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the parade.
Just about to the end here. Let me
The
see.
sun is still shining brightly in this town. People are lined up along the curbs by the hundreds.
I was just wondering, I know
they're
the
getting
Johnson Grocery didn't
Yes,
have a
Urban.
float in the parade tonight. Is there one still coming?
I tell you what,
Around the bend, I just wondering.
wait a minute.
see.
There is a float coming around the bend. And I see Alice
believe
Tim.
it's-
Alice Tim
I believe it's...
is sitting on the float along with Eleanor Norling. And there's Frank Fossil in the background with his first clerk, Ruth Lindquist.
Well,
with his arm around
the Postal
Ruth Lindquist.
Department does have
Yes.
a float here, too.
And there's Don Severson patting Frank on the back.
Yes, he is.
There's Don Severson taking his hat off, showing to the people that he actually is a human being.
And here comes let me see now.
Oh, this is a float. This is something
Beyond words, almost.
I tell you, I've never seen anything quite this here. This is a waterfall.
Oh, isn't that
This is a
beautiful?
waterfall on a float with green foliage surrounding it. There's a number of beautiful, beautiful little boys and girls sitting around this waterfall.
And they're all just bathing and just getting so
they're
clean.
bathing in it. They're taking a swim and they're showering.
You know, Monty, this reminds me of the days
Yes,
when we used to
sir.
go up to the creamery.
I know it.
And we would take a shower every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
That's
we'd
right. It
take
was
a
just
shower at
had
the
a
creek.
great time. Yeah, they didn't have bathtubs yet in
I
town.
know it. This
It
is
was
one of the most
wonderful. You
lovely
got to
floats
pay
with a
either.
little sun shining over the float.
That's right.
Yeah, and these children laughing and singing. And there they go in the sunset. This is lovely, Urban. Have you ever seen this is beautiful music?
It's just wonderful. It's heavenly.
I've never been choked up like this before.
No, I tell you, Garfield has never had a parade like this.
No,
and
I
the next time 150th anniversary comes around, it's just hard to say what'll all be happening.
This is very true, Urban. I don't know. I've seen a lot of parades in my day.
That's right. It's
my voice,
very
I'm
touching
touched.
to the heart.
I'll tell you, my voice is
I
actually
just don't
changing
know.
it. Because
I just can't.
I've never seen a play.
I tell you what, Marty, it's just a terrible word.
It's a beautiful thing.
And I just don't know. I just hate to see it happen.
We gotta go back to the studio right now because I've never seen anything like this. This is your announcer, Larry Larpenter, and Larry Larpenter and Jim Chapin is saying goodbye to you folks. Now,
Alias, Monty, and Urban. And so we'll see you then. Have a good time.
Have
and
a
come
good
back
day.
to Garfield again.
for the next anniversary. Goodbye now.